if you're serious about wanting to make money, if you're serious about wanting to secure your family's future, to be safe, set yourself up for retirement, you've got to learn about property. If you want freedom earlier than retirement, you've got to think about property. You've got to learn about property. Let's say you're earning $150,000 a year. What are your expenses? Well, first of all, let's take out your tax. That's like 40 grand. So now we're left with about 110,000. We've got superannuation. We're left with about 100,000. Then we got to pay for your housing expense and all of that. It's about 30% of your money. So now you've got about 70,000 left. We've got to pay for your car and the running costs and all of that. That's about 10 grand a year. Now we're down to 60,000. We've got to have, money for your groceries, for your food, for going out, your clothes, whatever it is. Now that's not too bad if you're single. That's not too bad if you're single. But what if you're a family? Now, $150,000 a year puts you like in the top 10% of earners. So even the top 10% of earners, you're at 150,000, you've got a family, 1 or 2 kids or 3 kids, or you're a couple wanting to have a kid. How do you make that work? So at the end of the day, how much can you save? 10 grand a year, 15 grand a year out of your post-tax income? That's ridiculous. So think about it, over 10 years, 10 grand a year, you only save $100,000. That's 100 grand. And think about this, right? What's happening to your $100,000 over that 10 years? What's actually happening to it? It's losing value because they print as much money as they want. Just think about this. How much was fuel 10 years ago? Like, I remember 20 years ago, I bought my first home. I was on $48,000 a year. I was married. I had 3 young children. I was on $48,000 a year. So on $48,000 a year, I could afford to buy my own home, buy my own car. My wife was not working. I could support my whole family and buy a home on $48,000 a year. Can you do that on $150,000 a year today? No, you can't. So what's happening to the value of money? It's going down. So if you start saving today, 10 grand a year for 10 years, save 100 grand, 10 years from now, your 100 grand is probably only worth 70 grand or less. So saving money is dead. Saving money doesn't work. And the only thing that works is you earn your money, you manage your money, you got to multiply your money by investing it. The only thing probably holding you back from investing is that you don't have the education, you don't have the knowledge, you don't know the pathway. And what you need to do to find that pathway is just find people that are rich and free. Find people that have cash flow. Find people that are living without having a job. And then if you look through their financials, if you scratch under the surface to their financials, you're gonna find that these people have property. I know we hear a lot, these days on the internet about the laptop lifestyle. We hear about network marketing. We hear about side hustles and all of this. All of those things can be great, and some people do make some very good money. And I myself have been involved in a lot of those things, and I've had actually a lot of learnings and met a lot of great people. It's been part of my journey. But if you actually look at the real rich, you find out what's sitting behind them, how they are rich, how they have the money, is they're getting passive income from property. They're getting passive income from property. Typically, they're high income earners, they're specialists, or they're self-employed, or they have a business, right? And then they're putting all of their money into property. They're good at earning money, they're good at managing money, and then they know how to multiply money using property. So anyway, look, whatever's happening with the economy doesn't matter. You can make money in this economy. And when the economy is no good, that is the best time for you to actually get ahead financially, to take advantage. Properties right now are at a discount. You get properties right now at a discount. You can get properties with positive cash flow. And then when we come out of this dip and there's more money in the economy, then in the next 10 years, you can look to double, triple, actually 10 times your wealth. Think about this. If you got $50,000, you put it into a $500,000 property, $50,000 into a $500,000 property, $50,000 deposit. You're controlling $500,000 worth of real estate. Over 10 years, that real estate doubles to $1 million. Your $50,000 now created $500,000 in equity. That's 10xing or 10 timesing your money. You can't do that any other way. And you've got around $80,000 in tax refunds along the journey. There's no other way you can multiply money better than that. Invest now so you've got that passive income. All right, guys.